The United Nations says nearly 1 million people have been forced from their homes since December. They're trapped between heavy fighting and the closed border with Turkey.
I swear to God, if the army comes close to us here and we are pressured, the people here in the camps, from Arad Masrin to Atma, will all go into Turkey. Even if they kill us, we want to go to Turkey. And the Turks should be prepared to welcome 5 to 6 million people coming all at once.
According to the UN, more than half of the internally displaced are children, and this winter has been unusually cold. Some infants are reported to have frozen to death or suffocated in tents with their parents as they all tried to keep warm.
This is the worst wave of displacement we've seen during the Syrian conflict. Now, with the harsh winter conditions in Idlib, we see people trapped, isolated, and running out of ways to cope.
In recent days, Russian-backed Syrian airstrikes have increased. Hospitals, blood banks, and schools have been destroyed. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has not suggested that the border will be reopened.
We are not going to take even a little step back in Idlib. We will push the Syrian regime forces out of the area that we designated and let people return back to their houses.
Many have lost their homes, and the UN estimates some families have been displaced 10 times. Those trying to flee across the border with Turkey face a concrete wall topped with barbed wire.
The people are taking refuge in the Turkish wall. But why is the wall here? Is it to prevent families from entering? There are women and children. There are elderly people. Why don't they allow children in? The men can stay here and fight, but the children, the women, let them in.
Many people like these are desperate to escape the fighting, and if a safe passage is not created, they will remain trapped. Leah, Al Jazeera.